Good morning, this is Thursday the 11th of June and today's workout is sporring. So I've no CrossFit HQ updates for you. There's nothing happening, well nothing good, nothing concrete. There's a lot of gossipy stuff going on, as you can imagine, as a lot of people feel in the HQ that they have their freedom now, so there's a lot of this going on. Hopefully it will transpire to be nothing other than bickering, and HQ might find their feet to move forward. That again remains to be seen. I'm still waiting for some sort of press release. Maybe waiting a while. So for time, we have today a big list of things. I don't know why, but I really like these kind of workouts. I think it's just that you focus on the one movement and then you don't have to come back to it, you just move on. So you've got 50 overhead swings, that's like American swings, right up overhead. 50 plank toe taps, 50 lateral jump overs, bent over rows, wall balls or thrusters, all of them are 50. Alternating knees to elbow lunges, and single arm snatch. Some people will fly through this, okay? Even though it looks like an awful lot, there will be people who go through it, especially if you're like good at jumping. The lateral jump overs might hold some people up, some people will just absolutely fly through them. Depends how high you go, you know, all these things change how the workout goes. So be careful when you look at the scoreboard. It's not a scoreboard, it's not a leaderboard, okay? It's literally a place for people to record their scores and tell each other how well they've done. Not well they've done, how well they've done, how well each other have done. So it's a good place just to make notes of the weights that you used and all that kind of stuff. Don't get bogged down in where you appear on that scoreboard. Let's face it, if you ever look at it, usually I'm pretty close to the bottom. If that worried me, I wouldn't have been doing this kind of sport for as many years as I have. You don't ever have to look very far to find somebody who has posted a better score than you, somebody who's fitter than you, faster than you, stronger than you, more jacked than you. So don't let that stuff bog you down. It's really so not important. What is important is that you have fun, you do the workout, and you fist bump your friends. I mean, not from 20 metres away, from 2 metres away, or virtually online. So let's go through this. Just checking the timestamp again, because I'm prone to waffling on a lot just now. Righty doody. So overhead swings, what have we got? So for the overhead swings, if you have a kettlebell, superb. Overhead swings, go overhead. Try and make sure that you go right up overhead if you can. Arms lock out. If you're using something that's not going to allow you to do that, for example, if you've made your own little weight, like this wee bag, you might find that when you go overhead, it like flip-flops around, so it's useless. So in which case, just go up to a height where that's not going to happen. Okay. So, overhead swings, plank toe taps, hands on the floor, tapping your feet out to the sides. Easy, yeah. Oh, no, can't go that way. It's going well, isn't it? Oh God, it's a disaster. Oh, it's a disaster. Let's go this way. There we go. Improvise and overcome. It's fine. It's fine. That speaks volumes about the kind of week that we've been having. You don't laugh. Hands on a box if you need to for the toe taps. Oh, I should have just done that in the first place, that's much better. Oh lordy. Lateral jump overs. Got a handy log here. You could do the jump overs over that. What I'd suggest is that you jump over something that's not round. So if you've got a round dumbbell, I wouldn't be jumping over that. If you land on it, it'll go one way, you'll go the other. Danger, danger. So, 2-footed jump over the thing that you're going to jump over. That thing might be nothing. Okay, so could just be a wee side jump. If you still struggle with jumping, you could step over something instead. Of course, the thing you jump over could be much higher if you want. If you're really good at jumping, go for it. Bent over rows can be done 2 at a time if you wish. If you're feeling hardcore, or maybe if you feel like your weights are a little bit too light for this movement, then you could hold a weight in each hand, lean over, make sure you lean over fully, okay, properly, not here. People will stand here because it's much easier. Lean right over so your back's almost parallel with the ground, and then do your bent over rows. Keep your elbows in by your sides. If you've only got one weight, then of course you do one arm at a time, and you can, if you wish, lean on something. Especially if you find that you struggle to keep a nice flat back position, leaning on something can really help. Then for the wall balls and thrusters, I don't have a wall ball to show you just now, but a wall ball, honestly you probably know what it is if you're thinking about doing that. A squat and a throw with your symbol, squat, throw to target, catch, return. So it's a little bit like a thruster, hence giving you the option between the wall balls and the thrusters. I just put the wall balls in there because I know a few people have got a medicine ball at home and it's a shame not to get to use them. Okay. For the thrusters, a weight in each hand held at shoulder height. You'll squat straight up into the overhead. It's going to be think I'm thruster daft this week. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Maybe the only person in existence that likes them. If your 2 weights are too heavy together, you can do thrusters 1 arm at a time. Totally fine. Alternating these, oh, and if you're a total beginner, do them to a chair. You don't even need to hold anything in your hands, you could just use your hands for the movement. Alternating knee to elbow, so take a seat, sit in a V position, okay, and you're going to bring right elbow to left knee, left elbow to right knee, and so on. They probably won't take you that long. There's a few of these things that will go in really quickly, plank toe taps, jump overs if you're good at them, bent over rows, alternating knees to elbows. The other things will take a wee bit longer, but you might be able to go unbroken on some of them, like the lunges, because I'm not very good at lunges. So with the lunges, make sure your knee touches the floor. There is a major difference in terms of how difficult this and how long this is and how long it takes if you do this. This is much quicker than that. Okay, so just if you don't go knee to floor, put a wee note in next to your scoring sugar wad, just so that you know that you're on that path to progressing to getting your knee right down. Okay, and then for the single arm snatches, if you're a total beginner, I've said this loads of times, a bottle is ideal. You could fill it with something if you wish. Rice is pretty good. Water, sand, anything that you can get through the top of the bottle. Okay, so the way it starts on the ground between your feet, drive up with your legs, lead with your elbow, flick over at the top so you finish with your elbow locked out and your arm close to your head. A common mistake is this, to sort of finish here and think that that's you doing the rep, okay? Try and get that full range. It's really good for you to extend through these joints and get strong through as much of a range as you can. Okay, you can use a dumbbell, kettlebell. If you don't have a single weight like that, then you can sub this for ground to overhead. So 2 hands, touch the ground between your feet and go overhead. Oh lordy, I hope I didn't mess that up for you too much. Needless to say, it's been a kind of a trying week. Anyway, we shall be fine. We'll be fine. So much less to say today. Sorry. Right, I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye. Bye.